Jeff de Blasio first brought that to my attention about 2 years ago when you guys were still in beta with Iverson. And the moment he brought it to my attention, I saw, the merit with it and the concept. And I said, hey, Jeff, man, if this really works as well as you think it's going to work, you have a game changer here. As a lab owner, one of the main reasons why we incorporated this automation into the lab was pretty much twofold. The only way a lab can make money is by controlling labor. But also the problem with controlling labor is the cost of labor these days is one, but finding the labor is two. So having the ability to turn out 400 zirconia crown units an hour after sintering has been unbelievable for us, because at our lab, we are getting constant pressure from our clinicians and our groups to lower our fees and figure out how to turn it out faster. So the Autofinish has led to that in spades. Our day-to-day in our zirconia manufacturing has been radically changed. We are now not advertising, but are consistently turning out zirconia crowns in roughly 48 hours. So our cases come in digital or manual, and they're being set up, and that's all the same. Being designed, that's the same. But after they're done being milled, we're doing little green stain to them, like every lab in North America does. We add a little occlusive stain, and then we have dialed in our zirconia material with our sintering process so well that after sintering, they go right in the polisher, and then they go right to QC. There is no longer skilled labor touching the zirconia. And what I mean by that is the design team and the die ditcher is the maximum skilled labor. Outside of that, it's mill techs and shipping techs from there on out, besides the skilled labor of QC. So it has completely changed our crown manufacturing workflow for full contour zirconia. The top three benefits for us in no particular order is it's helped us control labor costs significantly. It's increased our turnaround time to our doctors, our turnaround time to our doctors. It's cut off. We were averaging about 5 to 6 days per unit. Now we're closer to 3 to 2, and our production team thinks we can get it down to 24 hours. And then with that, we have seen an increased number in units. So we have had doctors sending us more work because we're getting it back faster, and we can compete with some of the big labs now. They were skeptical. To be honest, a standing glaze crown still aesthetically looks, different. And you can use the word better. It depends on the eye of the beholder. What we have done, though, we have been tracking every single one of these. We have just broke over 3,000 units that have been sold in the last couple weeks, and we have only received 3 phone calls from our clinicians. So they're in about 700 clinicians named hands, from fee from service all the way down to DSO. It doesn't matter in between. And we've only had 3 people call us. 1 requested to go back to standing glaze, and 2 just wanted to know why it was different. So we never were polishing zirconia before. This is new to us, obviously. But with the night guards that we're doing, the workflow has been amazing. Model work's still the same, digital setup's still the same, design's still the same, but we're literally printing it with our C-gut and dropping it in the auto polisher, and they're going right up to QC. So we're not sitting and finishing them anymore. We're not spending hours polishing them with teams of people trying to squeeze out one more night guard. So that has really, really been huge for us. So we've been able to, we're very blessed. We have a really good ceramic team. So since we have taken, I wouldn't call it the bulk of the work or the production work out of their hands with the crown and bridge and with the night guards for our denture team, they're able to focus more on our interior cases, our screw-retaine stuff, our implant stuff that is higher dollar, and I rather have higher wage talent touching that stuff. They're spending more time with our flexi cases, with our printed dentures. a lot of times labs have to, because we're limited staff, we're limited resources, right? So a lot of times, well, we have to sometimes let good enough go, and now we're freeing up time to make the product what we're actually desired to get to. Yeah, because we're not bogged down with, manual labor at the polishing lathe. The guys at Iverson have been a dream. Them being owning a dental lab and being lab people first, you can tell that in the way they design, not the unit and the process. That's understood. They designed their support around a lab concept. Everything is easily accessible on their website. They don't hide anything. They are very easy to customize things. So we like to print our digital dentures with a certain printing material and a different teeth material. Every lab kind of develops their own SOP, if you will, and all they required of me was to send 6 samples to them. I sent it out to their lab. They took 4 days and they developed me a custom formula for the polishing unit. I threw it in the computer, and away we go. It's just everything is getting out of the lab faster. So the overall performance of the lab is where our goal is to bill out in the big facility. We have multiple locations. Our goal in the big facility is to bill out about 400 cases a day, and we have seen our efficiency jump to about 425 to 450 without hiring another set of hands. So we can just see in our daily billing that it has increased. Ease of use. The feature that has been amazing is it didn't take as much of a learning curve as we thought. It is as close to plug and play. How we are using this technology to better serve our customers is pretty simple. We are getting a predictable product out sooner, and as every lab guy or gal knows, the faster you can get your cases out correctly and they don't come back, the more cases you will get. There was just understanding it, right? It's new technology. So, but the media recipes are very, very straightforward. The soaps, the contents of the barrels, very, very straightforward. It took our digital team probably like 3 days to dial it in, and we're early adopters of a lot of the technology at our lab, so we're used to trying to dial things in, and we're used to not getting a billable product out of things for 6 to 8 weeks, and they were able to bill a billable product the first week. The best way I can describe it for you is I do a lot of large scale volume work for a lot of DSOs, and I love and respect our customers, obviously, and we are very blessed to have a lot of all on X business and whatnot. And I had one of my best clinicians that obviously will remain nameless contact me yesterday to tell me about how a case we did, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but this was a full upper and lower restoration case that we did for a patient, all natural teeth, no implants, and the patient wants to come to the lab to shake my hand and thank me because it's the 5th time he's tried to get it done with a dentist. And when I explained to my clinician that was all polished, he was blown away. He's like, I thought the ceramics took 2 days to do that. I'm like, bud, that was polished in like an hour. And we're getting all the technology out of the material. And what polishing leads to, if you followed any journals, Gordon Christensen, polishing is the best way possible for the human, for the body, for the mouth, to finish the zirconia. And a lot of my clinicians already knew that. It's just that what we couldn't get the results. It looked too fake, too effervescent, too pearly. It looked like a pearl. Now we don't have that anymore.